All right, man. Let's talk about Demetrius Andrade. Was he his career fool's gold, and did he quit versus David Benavidez? Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video, and at the end of the day, we got our answer. Now, he said that Benavidez was just too big for him. He said he thought his skill was going to be able to overwhelm David Benavidez, but obviously, David Benavidez's skill set was just too much. Okay, and you can respect that. I think that's respectable. But at the end of the day, the one time he stepped up a competition, he didn't go past 5 rounds. Okay, he didn't go past 5 rounds. So all this, how good he would have been and all that. I mean, without running into David Benavidez, or he didn't go past 6 rounds without fighting David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he did take the Jamel Charlo fight. Maybe he did try to fight Jamal Charlo. Maybe if he did take the Erickson Aguilar fight, we would have had a better gauge, and maybe he just would have got exposed earlier. But the fact remains is that, he is fool's gold. His career was fool's gold. Had he went 12 in a valiant effort and showed some heart and dogged it out or lost a close decision or debatable decision, maybe had he just showed tremendous heart, got off the canvas and all that type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we would have would had a different opinion of him, you know, but he looked good for a couple rounds. A lot of people had him winning in the first half of the fight. You get to the end of the 6th round, you don't want to come out the corner. And I'm gonna speak on that. This is what his legacy gonna be. And I'll be back. I mean, this dude 35 years old. Be back to what? Be back to what? Career's over with, bro. You think Al Hammond really gonna be making room for Demetrius Andrade? You know what I'm saying? You know, he's just gonna be a journeyman. He's just gonna be a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, for the most part, we found out. I told y'all this fight really wasn't about David Benavidez. Now, he impressively ended the show, and that's what people want to see. You know what I'm saying? He impressively ended the show. But 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 it was more about Demetrius Andrade and what he really was about. He did, a lot of people question his heart. A lot of people question his ability. You know, um, and he answered the question. He showed he had the ability. But when he started getting hit, you could start to tell. It was one point before the fight was called off. I think it was in the 6th round. He got hit with something. He took a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? He took a deep breath, like, man, I don't want to be in here. And I knew I knew something was about to happen. I knew it. And I think this answers the question that he doesn't have the dog in him. I think it answers the question. That he was just never really that good. And this is why, you know, he made all these bad business decisions. And then, when it came to, finally stepping up and fight, he had nowhere else to go. 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 So, I just think at the end of the day, we got our answer on him as a. I think we got our answer on him as a fighter. I think we got an answer, and the answer was he just never was that good to begin with. He was good, but he was never that good. From pulling out with Charlo because because he was making more money than the champion. You got to remember too, Charlo was the house fighter. What do you put like the week, like a month before the fight or whatever? You know, you know, from from bullshitting around with Aristotle Lara about a contract. You know, and most people say, "Well, I told you he was never the boogeyman to begin with. He was never the boogeyman to begin with." He was never the boogeyman to begin with. You know, but but it is what it is. But to talk about did he quit? There's there's a there's a there's a he quit. Ain't even know what I said. He quit. Anytime you get in the corner and you call off the fight, that's the worst thing to do. He is better off just trying to get up like Ryan Garcia did. You know what I'm saying? He's better off letting Benavidez knock him out and letting the ref count him out. Now we don't know what was said in the corner. That's my problem. We don't know what was said in the corner. We just knew the fight was off. And it didn't look like, from just from my opinion, and like Demetrius Andrade told him to weigh that fight off. He didn't want to go back out there. And for a guy who had so much criticism throughout his career about running from big fights, who had so much criticism about making bad business decisions. You know what I'm saying? To go out there and have a fight stopped in your corner is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Very unacceptable. This is what they're gonna remember you for. I don't think he's going to get another opportunity. And if it is, he's gonna be a stepping stone. Listen to me. If he get another opportunity, he's gonna be a stepping stone. He's gonna be a stepping stone. His job is gonna be to upset some people. So like I continue to say, this will, unless he does something significant in his career, this will define his career. And what's funny is I haven't been too much on social media, but I'm saying like he getting the backlash for quitting. I see some pro Mexican channels say, he quit. And I can't argue it. He quit. In the worst type of way, not coming out of the corner. He is better off going down again and getting counted out. He was better off going down and getting counted out. Tell me I'm wrong. And this is right now, this is what's going to define his career. And this is what's going to define his career. You know? So he's going to be defined as a guy who quit. That we thought had all this talent and did and showed a little bit of his talent. But when he started getting touched, the dog wasn't in him. A lot of people was hoping that he would win. A lot of people was hoping he would win off of, just off his talent. And then, people that thought he'd be competitive like me thought, he's gonna show his worth. He's gonna rise to the occasion. He's gonna rise in performance. But you can't really compare him. I was hearing Stephen Edwards, Bradman Edwards talk about, him being compared to Terrence Crawford. The thing about Crawford was fighting good competition. They just wasn't names to a lot of people who claim to be hardcore boxing fans. So, but hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. The link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All my information is in the description. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. The links in the link tree in the description. Appreciate y'all. Peace.